Alex Berman here from Experiment 27, and this is an interesting question. When should you sell to the enterprise? When is your company ready to go from small businesses or whatever your current target is to very large companies, Fortune 1000, Fortune 5000, huge companies, or even companies over 600 or 700 employees? When do you know that you're ready to move to that next level? Well, here's my opinion on it. There are three things to look for when trying to decide how to move to the enterprise and your path forward, and I'm going to run through them in this video. The first one is have a solid business already. So the worst thing about the enterprise, there's a lot of pluses for selling to the enterprise, right? They've got really big ticket items. It's a chance to make a worldwide impact, especially if you're doing anything like marketing. If you're doing marketing for like Coca-Cola, it means you're able to jump into other countries and do all this stuff with a very wide impact. So it's cool to work with the enterprise. Also, the enterprise could help you close more business, although that's kind of a BS excuse because you can close business, even without enterprise clients. So the downsides, though, of the enterprise are very long sales cycles, meaning it might take 6-7 months or 2 to 3 times longer to close an enterprise deal as it would with a startup or even with a small to medium business. So that's one downside. The other downside is there's going to be a lot more stakeholders. That means you're going to be talking to one person, you're going to sell them on your system. They're going to have to go to their boss. If you're good at this, you'll coordinate a meeting with their boss. Then you'll meet with them, and then usually it'll go to like a tribunal, whatever they call that in real life business scenarios, like a group of people that decide it. For enterprise companies, or it'll go up even higher to the director level, basically to whoever has the budget to approve it. And it takes forever to do this. I was just on an enterprise call with a pretty large agency, and we had to go through the account manager. He was like a senior account manager out there, and he was asking like all these rough questions that only somebody that wasn't the business owner would ask. And it's so interesting how it changes when you start going to the enterprise. So that's the first thing you want to keep in mind. Make sure your business is in a good enough spot where you don't need enterprise clients to survive. If you're not in that good of a spot yet, go out and get some SMB clients. Get some startups that are gonna convert on the first or second meeting. The other one is look at your past clients and pick a case study in their specific industry. So basically, when going towards the enterprise, I recommend doing what we're doing on our quest to get bigger enterprise clients, which is we only focus on one vertical. We only focus on professional services, specifically mobile app development, UX, UI, design, branding, and some advertising firms. So all of our targets are in the advertising, marketing, or the software category. You can do the same. Oh, and we have the case studies to back them up. Right, we've got case studies from clients in similar spaces to them, smaller companies, but people that we've succeeded with in the past with those same type of projects. So that's what you need to have. Look at your past clients and keep an eye on one, what are the most successful type of clients you've worked with in the past? For if you're doing mobile app development, which ones were happiest and saw the most results with the mobile apps? If you're doing copywriting, who got the highest conversion rate? If you're doing marketing, what was the biggest ROI that you got? Or which company did you make the most profit from? Not most money, most profit. And which were easiest to deal with. Take that type of company and clone it out. Basically zoom out, see what type of Fortune 5000 companies, or even just large 1,000-person companies, match a similar criteria. Then you use that case study, call it out in your cold emails the same way we talk about. I'll put a link to a cold emailing video in the bottom, but call it out in the same way when you email them, and you can get them to respond at least, right? Because the reason why this works is enterprise companies always have an eye on what the up-and-coming companies are doing. So even if their competitor is way smaller, like let's say you're pitching a $100 million company and you've only worked with $3 million companies, that $3 million company is innovating in ways that this huge enterprise company isn't. And I was actually super surprised on this enterprise call we were on how little innovation they were actually doing compared to the smaller companies. So they know that too, and calling out those smaller companies is going to help you. And the last one is pick an industry that you have a case study in and email only people in that industry. So similar to point number 2, where you're looking at your past clients to find what vertical you should focus on when you go after the enterprise. This one is what case studies should you focus on. I recommend picking only one specific case study, something where you freaking dominated, something where you have amazing results, and pitching only that case study to companies that very well match that case study. For instance, when I was pitching nonprofits about 2 years ago, we had a nonprofit company that we had worked with where we did website development. So I was pitching website development to other nonprofits. The other one was University of Oklahoma. We developed this app at Dom and Tom for OU. And I was pitching other universities, showing them or telling them a little about the app, and that would get them interested enough to book a meeting. For you, it could be any specific case study that shows off what you do. If you're in more of a product, mobile app development type of space, I recommend showing them an app that one of their competitors or even one of the much smaller companies built with you, and trying to sell that to a larger company. So let's say you're working with a small, like a small dentist office, and you build a mobile app for them that's generating a bunch of leads. Then when you go and pitch a large dental organization, like an office with 30 dentists or something, one of those big dentist office, you can pitch that you've built this small app, and then you can show them some of the numbers if you get permission and all that stuff, and they'll be impressed enough to at least meet with you. And then the sales cycle sucks, so I might actually do another video on the enterprise sales cycle as soon as we get a couple good case studies at Experiment 27. But you will at least get that meeting. So that's when you should be ready to go to the enterprise. To recap, have a solid business model, look at your past clients and figure out what industry you want to be in, and then pick one case study to move forward with. I'm Alex Berman from Experiment 27. Like this video to encourage this type of content, and subscribe to this channel for more B2B sales training. Thanks.